All right, you guys, so we are back. We have one bit of news to cover. This is an article on chess.com and it is titled Rematch, the miniseries set for US premiere on Disney Plus this May. This is an article by Tarjay Svensson, May 8th, 2025. Disney Plus is set to debut the new miniseries Rematch in the United States on May 21st. The English language production dramatizes the historic man versus machine battle from 1997 between GM Kasparov and IBM supercomputer Deep Blue and was fairly positively received. Okay, now what's crazy is in 1997, which was the rematch, I actually went to the match. I went to the final game, the famous game where Deep Blue sacked the knight for the pawn on e6 in the Caro-Kann. So this hits very close to home. Rematch is a French-Hungarian co-production in English directed by Canadian director Jan England. It had its premiere in Europe in October 2024, first on Arte's website, France, Germany, then later on Max in most of Europe. Let's watch it. Okay. Actually, let's watch it on a separate tab. 1 second. Pull this up. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. This looks pretty good. Let me make sure the scene is cropped correctly. This looks pretty good. Actually, wait. Where does it end? I don't even know where the black ends. So, all right, that's where it ends. Okay, let's make this a little bit bigger. All right, let's watch this trailer. This looks pretty dope, though, to me. It looks pretty dope. The start at least looks really good. Okay. All right, let's watch this. Here we go. All right, volume. There we go.
Gary, focus. Focus. Play.
First things first, I believe this is over dramatized. I think this is a combination of things. When we get to the spot, I'll pause it once we see the guy in the bed.
Play.
I don't know. I don't think this is true. I think they're combining stories here, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe that I believe that this whole hospital thing had to do with the actual world championship match in 95. I believe that Kasparov spoke with Mikhail Tal at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I've got my facts wrong too, but I think this is taken from a different story. But let's keep going anyway. Who cares? It's cinema.
Play. Your machine has shown me what it can do, but it's not enough.
Yep.
Mr. Kasparov. Helen Brock, VP at IBM. IBM wants a rematch. 6 games ago.
By the way, I'm pretty sure this is a good drama.
Helen Brock, VP at IBM. IBM.
This is nicely dramatized. Let's just say this is not part of the reality. Let's be very clear on that. Yeah, like there's some, because it's Hollywood, there has to be some romantical side hook to the whole story.
And wants a rematch. 6 games against Deep Blue in New York.
It's your head on the chopping block.
I've got this, George. I need Deep Blue to beat Kasparov.
My son's schedule is full.
$1 million. Would that be enough? It'll be the biggest man versus machine battle in history.
Deep Blue just calculated over 200 million moves per second.
Millions of people are watching online.
Hey, what is happening? You made the computer crash because you knew I was going to win.
Wow, imagine the computer actually crashed because it was going to lose the game. That is great. That is hilarious. By the way, I love the actor who's playing Gary. This is it looks like a really good accent, really good job of impersonating Gary. So pretty good stuff. But imagine if that actually happened, where the computer that happened, where it just zit, done.
Hey, what is happening? You made the computer crash because you knew I was going to win.
You're going to bounce back. You always do.
I'm scared. If artificial intelligence triumphs, what's going to become of me?
The stakes in this game are historic.
Did Daddy beat the big robot?
His daughter makes him happy. It proves he's vulnerable, just like the rest of us.
We have barely seen you this entire year.
I'm working on the biggest project of my career.
The next 2 games.
No, I don't. No, the program crashing did not happen. As far as I know, that did not happen. Just to be very clear.
are crucial for IBM.
This game is bigger than you.
It looks good though. It looks like a good trailer. I mean, of course, they've done a good job of over dramatizing it versus reality. Kasparov admitting he's scared doesn't sound realistic. No, of course, Gary thought he would win. I mean, he was not scared, but it looks like a good trailer. It legitimately looks good. So let's get back to the article. Here we go. Okay. From May 21st, viewers in the US will also get their chance to watch the English language series that revisits Kasparov versus Deep Blue, the historic battle that was won 3.5, 2.5 by the supercomputer. Does Gary do push-ups? Gary, during his time, was very, very physically active. I can tell you guys that one thing that Gary was a big fan of was swimming. Like, I remember when I was in Croatia, I had a training camp with him many, many years ago in 2011, and he loved swimming in the in the body of water. I don't know what it was like. Whatever it was, but he loves swimming. So he was in very, very good shape when he was playing chess professionally. Very good shape. Okay. Lost 3 after the computer and classical time control, forever changing the chess world. The dramatized series touches upon the psychological aspect of the match and the subtle controversies surrounding it. Christian Cook stars as Kasparov, while Sarah Bolger is Helen Brock, the determined IBM VP, who plays a crucial role in orchestrating the rematch, and Trine Dyreholm portrays Gary's mother, Clara Kasparov, a key figure in his life. The reception in Europe was fairly positive, notably winning the 2024 Series Mania Grand Prix in Lille, France in March. Reviews were also fairly positive, such as in the French film magazine premiere, which commended Cook's performance as Kasparov. Okay. Chess.com's senior reporter Peter Doggers also praised the series for its damn good acting, describing it as well produced and captivating. He noted that the show is a dramatization and loosely follows the facts so viewers can enjoy the thrill of the story rather than nitpicking details, Doggers concluded. Now, I'm going to be honest. When you see chess in movies, one of the great things is you see people like flipping boards, getting angry, smashing a couch, breaking a mirror in St. Louis, things along these nature. More often than not, that is simply not the reality, but it does make for great television when such things happen. The US release of Rematch comes in a year with major chess-related productions set to release, 2 of them centering around the scandals between GM Magnus Carlsen and Hans Niemann. Netflix announced last year that their documentary series Untold will delve into the events that followed after their game in the 2022 Sinkfield Cup. Carlsen has confirmed his participation in this documentary, as did Chess.com CEO Eric Alabas. A release date is yet to be announced. So I'm going to give a hot take here, by the way, since we're talking about these things. I think the fact that the chess world is so fixated on trying to have productions for the big screen that are focused on something that happened 3 years ago now is simply heading in the wrong direction, to be honest. I don't think that most people are going to find it very fascinating. I think it's going to be something where it's like, oh, that happened back then, but most people have moved on. So I actually question this focus on trying to revisit those events simply based on data from the time, which meant that it was a big thing versus now. So I'm very skeptical that these things will have any effect on chess or make chess bigger, but of course I could be completely wrong as well. Can you talk about your time with Gary, your time with him, favorable memories? I mean, working with Gary was great on the one hand. What I would say is that chess has changed a lot, even from when like I worked with him to now. And there were certain things, certain concepts I think were rooted in his fundamental training, but his pure abilities as a player and coming up with ideas and just like loving chess, I mean, he's second to none. I mean, I think Gary honestly loves chess far more than Magnus does. Like when Magnus is 50 years old, I don't think Magnus is going to be studying chess or he's going to have any interest in the game. Whereas Gary, to this day, I believe he still does look at a little bit of chess fairly frequently. Maybe not every day, but at least when I worked with him, and that was 2011, which is already about 8 years after he stopped playing, he was still studying openings and looking at things every day. So Gary's love for the game and just his pure abilities are unmatched, unrivaled. And from that standpoint, I mean, I think Magnus is more gifted per se than Gary is from a certain standpoint, but Gary's just amazing. I mean, he's just amazing. And it's probably why even now when I play him, I actually find it hard to play against him because I just have so much respect for everything that he's done. Okay. Back to this. Adding to the wave of chess-centric content is Checkmate, the movie produced by A24, the studio behind numerous critically acclaimed films. The project also centers on the Carlsen-Niemann scandal and is likely to feature high-profile stars, as it is being produced by Oscar-winning actress Emma Stone, alongside Nathan Fielder, who's reportedly set to make his debut as a director. So all right, this is a pretty good article about this series. I think actually when I look at stuff, this sort of series, this rematch miniseries, is the sort of thing that I think could be a very big hit. I think things that focus more on the chess and focus a lot less on like scandalous type stuff, or at least they keep it very minimal, have great potential to become much bigger. We will see, of course. I could be wrong with my take on this. You know, something on Hans could become big, but I am very skeptical that focusing on events that were a couple of years ago where most people have just moved on and nobody really cares anymore as far as the general public is concerned, is going to be a hit, but we will see. So that's the article. It seems like this is something that I'm going to try to, if I can find a way to get a free subscription for 30 days, I'll probably watch this. Hikaru says Magnus is more gifted than Kasparov. Yeah, that's going to be the title of this video. That's going to be the clickbait title. But anyway, that's a good article. Felt like covering it, so I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure that you smash that subscribe button below, and we'll keep rolling with the time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you very soon.